Hey, what is up, guys? This is a new vlog about another alternative to the G-Loop. You know, remember me the G-Loop plugin used for loop recording and audio loop recording. I found something really better, smaller, with some issue, but I can live with this issue. Good morning, everybody. Today, gonna talk about the AngstroLooper by Steve Grant. Enjoy. So this is the AngstroLooper, and today rather than use some synthesizer, use as usual as Johnny Tadwell. I use the guitar, and can you use a looper, especially to do metal? Yeah, to do metal. So I'm gonna try this one. This is the AngstroLooper. Just like the interface, graphic interface, just looks like was built for Ableton Live. You know, the same graphic interface and a head. You know, the head, title head, made for the greatest, one of the greatest DAW used by DJs, Ableton Live. Great one, yeah. I don't use this. I prefer Reaper, but hey, everything is cool. Okay, so I use that as a send track. So I put a track called Looper. So I send a bass and guitar. So I could try this with metal this time, as I said. I really recommend to use that as a wet only signal, and then use some track to send it as a audio send track. So I want to send a bass to AngstroLooper, so I do a drag and drop send and drag to AngstroLooper. But really important, if you don't, you go to the option of loop, the send option. Okay, by default, the MIDI send MIDI all the MIDI behavior to the track. If you do that, okay, as soon as you disarm the record, for example, you go to wet, open the record, disarm the record, open the record, go to wet, disarm. As soon as you disarm the record, you see that, or open the record, it's just like come back to dry. I want to keep to wet. I open the right, what the fuck? Wet, disarm, dry. Just really a kind of issue that really don't like, really don't like. So to do that, what to do is to do the send property and put the MIDI all to none. So as long as you do arm disarm the record, you see that the dry and wet wheel don't turn to dry. By default, if you hit the stop button, you know, on the transport panel, it turns to dry. Okay, maybe this is issue, but it's really, you know, it's really really useful because, for example, you stop the song, it turns out to dry, but the loop continues to play until you put to wet, and then you hear the loop. Okay, well, this is cool stuff. So I want to send the ones that config with MIDI none, send none. I do the same thing. I put drag and drop to the guitar, so the guitar will send it to the looper, bass to the looper. I don't want to put vocal on it. I will just record the vocal. But this is a way to do live performance. Okay, so plug at the guitar and the bass. Supposed to do supposed to send to the loop channel, but don't remember. Okay, it's really normal because that doesn't record so the signals don't pass to the looper until the looper playback the loop. Okay, so the setting for AngstroLooper to do AngstroLooper is built as a tape emulation. Okay. So that's why we get the feedback, the damp, the touch, the dry and wet. So my setting is like this: put the feedback to maximum so it can repeat continuously as soon as you hit the stop button or something. The dam puts 0, so if you put the dam to some values, it's acting like a tape, desaturating, saturating until that the loop disappears, just like a tape loop machine, echo machine. But I want to use that as a loop machine, okay? Put the touch at 0. The touch is just kind of emulation of the imperfection of the tape, that unphased and stereo field and come on one side and desynchronize and shit like that. Put the touch in mono, dry wet to wet signal, because I use that as a separate sending track, and a stereo for the output. Of course, I want to use the stereo recording. So yeah, put the loop. The loop there is expression in bar, okay? So the bar is is based on the tempo for the project, the 160 beat per minute. So I need basically 4 bars is good for techno music, something like that. So we get 4 bars or riff. But for metal I need 4 bars, 16 beat, so around 16 bars. So it gives me around 8 bars for verse and 8 bars for chorus part riff. So let's start it up. So okay, so I start my beat. Whatever record, I'm ready to record whatever I start playing with loop perfectly as well. Chorus. So this is, I come back to playback. I'm just looping. I can add extra overdub about it. So I turn off the bass and add some harmonic guitar. That's all there. So I can add extra guitar as I do like the bass or in the record, whatever you add something. Or add an extra harmonic guitar on the chorus part, like that. So as soon as I get an idea, another harmonic guitar if I want. Start the record, I'm ready to play. Everything doing insert and the loop overdub perfectly with this plugin. Really the best. I really recommend this one rather than the G loop. So, I used to say I want to hit the stop button, it put to dry, but the wet signal is still there. So this is the AngstroLooper. This is a discontinued plugin. I really recommend to find it, go to Google and search AngstroLooper. If you don't find it anywhere as well as VST for free, let me know, and I'll share you the install executable for this plugin. Really nice plugin. I use this one because it loop better than G loop, and you start playing and it loop in perfect bar with perfect beat per minute on the project, and everything's going really fine. I use that especially to do live performing, or maybe a really good way to do quick song. with this loop, with the 4/16 bar loop for water verse and one for verse and chorus. This is really simple. So I recommend this one. AngstroLooper, my favorite looper of all time. So thanks for watching.